Hi, Tammy. How are you today?
Hi, Danielle. Very well. Thank you for meeting with me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for meeting with me. I was really excited when I saw your resume come across my desk. You've got some really great skill sets that I'd love to learn a little bit more about. Can we go ahead and just start walking through your resume a little bit? Let's start from the bottom and work your way up.
Sure.
Tell me a little bit about what you've done.
Okay. Well, I was a business owner. I also was an office manager, and I was a director of a child care center where I actually developed the whole wing where I worked with the architects, and I worked with all of the operations of it. And then I also have finance and HR experience, which I really enjoyed too. I have some grant experience where I had to make sure that the company was fulfilling all the expectations of the grants. I was a personal assistant also, where I had to do all scheduling um, and make sure that they were where they needed to be. And I had airline where I had to get their airline tickets and hotel tickets and everything. So, um, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Great. So, your last position, let's talk a little bit about that. So, you were a finance, HR assistant, and facilities manager for Halifax Urban Ministries. So, tell me a little bit more about how you worked with grants when you were there.
Okay, sure. Well, I was assisting the finance director there, and all of the funding for the shelter is solely by donations or grants. So I would make sure that the case managers that they were abiding by all the expectations that the grants were asking for them. So they'd bring in their paperwork. I'd have to go through all of their paperwork, make sure that all the I's were dotted, the T's were crossed, and make sure that they were abiding by it.
Okay, wonderful. And what type of software are you proficient in using?
Okay, I did Microsoft Office, Microsoft Teams, and Excel.
Okay, great. And what type of work did you do when you were using Excel?
Well, I would do all of the spreadsheets where I would input all of the deposits. Um, I'd have to do all of the inputting of, like I did fleet management with all of the trucks and making sure that everything was in line and every day the deposits would come in, accounts receivable, any kind of invoicing going in or out. I'd have to put that on a spreadsheet.
Okay, so it sounds like a lot of data entry.
Absolutely, yes.
Mhm. And, it looks like you've done some, invoice processing, purchase orders, check request, expense reports.
Yes, I have.
Okay, wonderful. So you're comfortable with all of those. Let's
Yes.
see. And I even see that you have some recruiting and onboarding experience.
Yes, I had to do that for my previous job. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. And payroll. Okay, wonderful. Well, I really want to dig a little bit deeper into all of these different positions and talk a little bit more and build a nice profile for you. And so I'd love for you to just stay on if you could for a few more minutes so we can go ahead and dig a little deeper. But I thank you so much for allowing me to record this portion of the interview.
Absolutely, my
Okay,
pleasure.
so don't hang up. I'm going to be right back.
Okay.